What's your Tyler's back with my SmackDown review for July 18th, 2025. A lot better than Raw this past Monday. That's all I have to say about that. It was in the Frost Bank Center in San Antonio, Texas. That's where WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels is from. And no spoilers for tomorrow night at Quest for Destiny. If you saw it on Wednesday, Undertaker and Triple H are in that ladder match now. Why I did that? Well, Undertaker got robbed in the first qualifying match, and Triple H had two opportunities and lost that. But yeah, that's part of the storyline. And that is tomorrow, by the way, Quest for Destiny, the pay-per-view itself. And there's that. Um. Anyways, we open up with outside the parking lot, where the MFers have seemingly got into a car crash with someone, and then Cody confronts the Raw GM Bald Eagle, Adam Pearce, for some fucking reason. Bald Eagle. It's unclear. They're gonna do the contract signing for tech. I was like, wait, why is he on SmackDown? He's the Raw general manager. Where is Nick Aldis? But yeah, anyways, and then Charlotte and Alexa Bliss got a women's tag title shot at SummerSlam. What? Fine. Give them the belts. I don't give a shit about that. They didn't do. The Judgment didn't do shit with the tag titles. Like you take their 75 chance of holding them, our 75 chance of getting them off of them. Yeah, that's a Steiner math. The Scott Steiner math from TNA. Um, I've heard TNA is going to have their Slammiversary period, and they show a video of AJ Styles logo on it, and I was like, well, it's no surprise because they're doing a working relationship. But also, this has nothing to do with SmackDown, by the way. Before I get to the first match on the show, Buff Bagwell got his leg amputated today. I feel bad for Buff Bagwell, honestly. But yeah, I had to talk about that unfortunate news about Buff Bagwell. I mean, he didn't do that much in WWE anyways, but yeah, that was during that god-awful Invasion storyline, which the less I say about that, the better. God, he was always better in WCW, and he was better than fucking Disco Inferno, let's be fair. I mean, Buff is a good worker, though. Unlike Disco Inferno, fuck him. But I don't know why I'm talking about that. Let's talk about the opening match, and get back to SmackDown. We have Charlotte Flair defeating Raquel Rodriguez. This is actually a really good match, and yeah. Yeah, I thought this was a good way to start the show. And yeah, it's probably a 3.5. I'll give it. Then there was the Popo shows up, and they were looking for Jacob Fatu, and they found him, and then we'll get to that in a moment. Then there was a picture of the woman's helmet. No, thank you. It's gonna suck. Then they show back what happened between R-Truth, Aleister Black, and Damian Priest. And then Damian Priest defeats Carmelo Hayes by disqualification. Why couldn't Damian Priest just squash Carmelo Hayes? Aleister Black just came out of nowhere and attacks Priest, and that was it. I'll give it a 2 out of 5 for that. they talk about this number one contenders match later on. The winner faced the Y6 next week. And then Solo's MF verse. I don't know what the fuck that even means, anyways. Comes out. And they talk about, Jacob Fatu is in prison and that. And then they show on the screen, the Popo just let Jacob Fatu free. Yes, they're police. But I'm doing the Medea line of the Popo. And then Jacob Fatu comes out, and Jimmy Uso from out of nowhere helps Jacob Fatu, and then this led to a steel cage match at SummerSlam. And then Solo Sikoa got arrested by the Popo. So that whole thing was a setup and failed miserably. There were also some what chants also from Solo onto Solo, that is. Anyways, then there's a Jelly Roll's recent appearance on the Jimmy Carmel Live with Randy Orton. And Jelly Roll chokeslam fucking Logan Paul through a table. I hope to God Jelly Roll beats the fuck out of him at SummerSlam. But yeah. Then Sammy Bakir defeats Alba Fire in a quick match. I don't get it. This is not getting a ring, by the way. There was also a backstage, the Street Profits addressed their loss against the Y6 and they keep their eyes close on the situation. But why is B-Fat back with them? Why is she still here? And then we get the Fatal 4-Way number one contenders match for the tag titles. Andrade and Rey Fenix won this. I mean, great match, but why them? They're not going to beat the Y6 next week. 3 out of 5 I'll give it. Probably the second best match on this show. And this show moves on quickly to the final segment of the night. Because thank the fucking Christ that it's 2 hours again. Cannot sit through the 3 fucking hours of SmackDown. It was a bad idea at the beginning. And there's that. Thank God. Then we get the Cody Rhodes John Cena contract signed for SummerSlam. It's just your typical thing. You talk about, bringing up the fact that his father and brother are both Texans. And then he brings out, and then John Cena comes out, saying he is not going to SummerSlam, and then Cody Rhodes attacks John Cena, puts him through the table, and it's going to be a street fight at SummerSlam. Alright. But yeah. It was a fine segment to close off SmackDown, and I'll give it a B+ for that. And yeah, tomorrow, like I said, the Quest for Destiny pay-per-view, and then Sunday will be under Dumpster Fires. I won't tell you what that is, because I like to keep it a secret for that. But there. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, and click the notification bell, as well as my secondary channel, Tyler's Red Reviews, so we can continue on the SummerSlam tradition with 2007. I ain't looking forward to that one. Subscribe and click the notification on that one. You will see that review next Thursday. I'm not looking forward to that one. Oh God, everything about 2007 sucked. And there. Bye-bye.